pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, the capitals are abroad, and if we meet, we shall not scrabble abroad. For now, these hot days is the mad blood sterling.
Thou art like one of these fellows that when he enters the confines of a tavern, claps me his sword upon the table and says, God send me no need of thee, and by the operation of the second cup draws him on the drawer, when indeed there is no need.
Am I such a fellow?
Come, thou art as hot a jack in thy mood, as any in Italy, and as soon as moved to be moody, and as soon as moody to be moved.
And two?
Nay, and there were two such we should have none. Shortly for one would kill the other. Thou will quarrel with a man that hath a fair more hair less. Then thou will quarrel with a man for cracking nuts, having no other reason but because thou hast hazel eyes. What eye for but such an eye would spy out such quarrel? Thine egg is full of meat, and yet thy head hath been beaten as addle as an egg. For quarreling, thou hast quarreling with a man for coughing in the street, because he hath thy dog hath lain asleep in the sun. Didst thou not fall out with a tailor for wearing his new doublet before Easter, with another for lying in his shoe with old riband, and yet thou wilt tutor me for
I am we're so apart from this quarrel as thou art. Any man should buy the fee simple of my life, and for an hour and a quarter.
the fee simple, oh simple.
By my head, here comes the Capulets!
By my heel I care not.
Follow me close, gentlemen, good den. A word with one of you.
In but one word with one of us, couple it with something, make it word and a blow.
You shall find me apt enough to that, sir. And you will give me occasion.
Could you not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consort us with Romeo.
Si, senor.
You shall find me apt enough for that, sir, and you shall give me occasion.
Could you not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consorts with Romeo.
What dost thou make us minstrels? And thou make us minstrels of us. Look to hear nothing but discords. Here's my fiddlesticks. Here's that shall makes you dance. Sounds
We talk here in the public, haunt men. Either withdraw or unto some private place, or the reason why coolly your grievance, or else depart here. All eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were made to look and let them gaze. I will not budge for men's pleasure.
Well, peace be with you, sir, for here comes my man.
But I'll be hanged, sir, if you were to field. He'll be your follower, your worship in that sense. They call him the man.
Romeo, the love I bear thee can't afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason that I have to love thee doth not excuse thee
As
appertaining
deep as a well, or wide as a church door, but 'tis enough, 'twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man. I am peppered, I warrant for this world, a plague of both your houses. Zounds, a dog, a rat, a mouse, a cat, to scratch a man to death, a boggart, a rogue, a villain that fights by the book of arithmetic. Why the devil came you between us? I was hurt me into some house, Benvolio, or I shall faint. A plague of both your houses. They have made worms, meat of me. I have it, and soundly too, your houses.
This gentleman, the prince's near ally, my friend very hurt, hath got this mortal hurt. In my behalf, my reputation stained with Tybalt's slander. Tybalt, that an hour hath been your cousin. O sweet Juliet, thy beauty hath made me effeminate. In my tempered softness, softened valor's steel.
Oh, Romeo, brave Mercutio's dead. That gallant spirit had hate aspired of the clouds, which to ultimate here, do some scorch the earth.
The day's black. The day's black fate. On more days stops the pen. This but begins the woe others must end.
The furious Tybalt back again.
Good evening, partner.
Begun in triumph, and Mercutio slain. Away to heaven, respective lenity. And fire-eyed fury be my conduct now. Now Tybalt, take the villain back again. That late thou gavest me from Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads. Staying for thine to keep him company. Either thou or I, or both, must go with him.
Thou wretched boy, thou that did consort him here or there, or everywhere, actually. Shalt with him hence.
This shall determine that.
Romeo, away, be gone. Do it.
Please.
Do it. The citizens enough, and Tybalt slain. Tybalt slain. Stand not amused. The prince will doom thee to death, and if thou art taken, help be gone away. Why dost thou stay?
Which way he ran that killed Mercutio, Tybalt that murderer, which way ran he?
There lies that Tybalt.
Up, sir, go with me. I charge thee in the prince name obey.
Noble prince, I can say discover all the unlucky manage of this fatal brawl. There lies the man who slain by young Romeo, and there sued thy kinsman, brave Mercutio.
Tybalt, my cousin! Oh, my brother's child!
Oh.
Oh, prince! Oh, husband! Oh, the blood is spilled! Oh, my kinsman! Prince, as thou art true, for honor of ours, shed blood of Montague! Oh, cousin, cousin!
Why began this bloody fray?
Tybalt here slain, whom Romeo's hand did slay. Romeo that spoke him far, but him bethinks.
Ah, yes.
How nice the quarrel was, and urged withal your high displeasure, all this unuttered. With gentle breath, calm look, knees humbly bowed, could not take truce with the unruly spleen of Tybalt deaf to peace, but that he tilts with piercing still at bold Mercutio's breast, who all as hot turns deadly point to point. And with a martial scorn, with one head beast, cold death aside, and with the other sends it back to Tybalt, whose dexterity retorts it. Romeo, he cries out loud, "Hold, friends, hold part!" And swifter than his tongue, his agile arm beats down their fatal points, and twixt them rushes underneath whose arm. An envious thrust from Tybalt hits the life of stout Mercutio, and then Tybalt fled. But by and by comes back to Romeo, who had but newly entertained revenge and touts. An envious thrust from Tybalt hit the life of stout Mercutio, and then Tybalt fled. But by and by comes back to Romeo, who had but newly entertained revenge, and tots they go like lightning, for ere I could draw to part them, was stout Tybalt slain, and as he fell, did Romeo turn and fly. This is the truth, or let Benvolio die. He is a kinsman to the Montague. Affection makes him false. He speaks not truth. Some 20 of them fought in this black strife, and all those 20 could but kill one life. I beg for justice, which thou, prince, must give. Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio, who now the price of his dear blood doth emo.
Not Romeo, Prince. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes but what the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, immediately we do exile him hence. With interest in your heart's proceeding, my blood for your rude brawls doth lie a-bleeding. But I'll mercy was so strong a find that ye shall all repent the loss of mine. That's a repeat, by the way. I will be deaf to pleading and excuses, nor tears nor prayers shall purchase out abuses. Therefore use none, let Romeo hence in haste.